Agatha all along, and witches in our nerd culture. Hi, thank you for tuning into the Tom Patelson Show. Yeah, I'm out in the woods because we're talking about Agatha all along, and I have this beautiful backdrop while I'm on location shooting, and I thought I would talk about it here because I finished watching it 2 days ago, finished episode 9. This is great. We don't have enough witches in our culture, but we love witches. This stars Catherine Hahn, Joe Locke, Deborah Jo Rupp, Audrey Plaza, Sashir, sorry I have to keep looking at my notes, Sashir Zamata, Ali On, and Patti LuPone. Patti LuPone. Patti LuPone and Catherine Hahn steal the show on this. Absolutely steal it. It's good stuff. It's great. This is a follow-up to WandaVision. That's where we first met Agatha Harkness, even though we've met her in 1969, Fantastic Four number 94. That's October of 69. I was 2 months old, so I didn't read the original, but that's the first mention of Agatha Harkness in the MCU. And I know I've talked to some people that are like, really? Witches with my superheroes? Is that going to be the thing? Well, yeah, because there's lots of Marvel characters in the horror universe, just to name a few. Ghost Rider, Blade, Blaze, Werewolf by Night, Morbius the Living Vampire, Damien Hellstrom, Son of Satan, Lilith, Mephisto, Encantu the Living Mummy, I know, and Dracula. Yeah, the actual Count Dracula is in the Marvel Universe. Spider-Man could fight Dracula, and in fact, I think he probably does. So that's the thing. Not to mention, we have the Rise from the Midnight Suns being teased as a comic book line, which was a story from the 90s, which I loved. I love the Rise of the Midnight Suns. But I'm officially, from this moment on, not buying any more information about what's happening with Blade. The Blade reboot, the Blade reimagining, the whole, I'm not buying it. Oh, we switched directors. Yes, you have. We switched times. Yes, you have. We switched, yes. You've given us nothing but the picture of him with the red glasses, and that's it, and I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm no longer buying in on your Blade fantasy. Okay, so why witches? Well, we love witches. We really do. They're all over the culture. We love witches and secret societies and secret rituals and whatnot. Like I love the Anne Rice the Witching Hour book series, which I read, which is fantastic, one of my favorite witch stories. And then we have The Wizard of Oz, Wicked, Hocus Pocus, Witches of Eastwick, The Craft. We have lots of witches in our nerd culture. We love it. You know, we welcome vampires and werewolves, and we love witches. Yes, we do. So, you're making a witch show, are you? You making a witch show? What do I want in my witch show? I'll tell you what I want, and apologies that I'm gonna have to read this off my list because there's a bunch of stuff and they're all in Agatha all along. My witch shows need to have gathering in circles, holding hands, having a ritual, pentagrams, covens, spells, spell books, potions, cauldrons, Ouija boards, tarot cards, possession, communing with the dead, divination, mind readers, incantations, song, and brooms. That's it. You get them all in Agatha all along. It's really good and really true to what we're looking for. If a witch is going to be on television or on the movie screen, if the witch is going to be there in front of you in cinema, these are the things we want to see to make us think that we're dealing with witches. And this one knocks it right out of the park. I get all my witchy stuff, all of it. Not to mention, if it's going to be in film and television, it's going to be up on the screen. The witches need to be in one of two categories: horrifically ugly or crazy beautiful. There are no average witches on television or movies, usually not. They're either hideously deformed, ugly, or they are crazy beautiful, and the really good witch stories are ones that do both. I mean, really. And hats off to Macbeth, Act 4, Scene 1 for the OG witches, and Double Double, Toilet Trouble, Fire, Burn, and Cauldron, Bubble. I'm not in the theater, so I don't have to spit and turn around 3 times, and I don't believe in curses anyway. So, like I said, this is a spoiler-free review, and here is my review of it. Each episode is 40 minutes long, except it isn't. It's usually a lot shorter because you get a recap at the beginning and you get about 6 to 7 minutes of credits at the end and add-ons and whatnot. So you can knock this out sooner than you'd think, but it's so enjoyable. I found it very enjoyable. It was fun. The set is immaculate, and the scenes of the Witch's Road, where it all takes place, it looks very magical. It looks as magical as the forest scenes from The Acolyte, which didn't work because that's not supposed to look this way, and it works perfectly here. Got lots of neon lights, everything's glowing, it's beautiful, it's a great mystical place, the Witch's Road. They did that very well. The cast, incredible. Love Kathryn Hahn, and again, Patti LuPone stealing the show. She's just great. She's so great and believable and heartwarming, and you root for her as a witch and their culture, really. The story connects to WandaVision, but I kind of hope they leave it alone. I don't want to see it connect to anything. I don't need to see the Scarlet Witch show up. I really don't. I think they should just keep this separate, and we'll always see that, because I wish they'd do it like the comics did it. They don't have to connect. When they do, that's fine. But in the comics, when Captain America shows up in a Spider-Man comic, no one goes, wait a second. Captain America was doing something else in this comic. He couldn't possibly be there because this doesn't match. No. None of us care. None of us care about that. None of us care about any of that. We'd just keep it separate. I would love to keep it separate. This is a fun, good, witchy story, and it doesn't have to match up. It doesn't. To wrap it up, there's a big mystery involved in all 9 episodes, and you think you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on, and the reveals are good, and the cliffhangers are tight. It is something I was really enjoying to watch the next episode, and the next one, and the next one. I like not knowing what was going to happen and being pleasantly surprised at what I got. It hits all the witchy notes on the witchy scale of what I want out of my witches. And they led up to a cliffhanger at the end for a season 2, which all shows do now. Whether or not we get season 2 is completely up to the gods, and we'll see when that happens or not happens, but it's leading up for a season 2, and I'll watch it if it comes out. Yeah, the mystery of the show is really good. Loved it. That'll do it this week for my review of Agatha All Along, Season 1, 9 episodes on Disney+. Please go ahead and watch that, starring Kathryn Hahn and the incomparable Patti LuPone. Fantastic, good stuff. Not to mention, Spotify right now, Down the Witch's Road from Agatha All Along. That is well worth your time. That is a great song and adds so much mystery and wonderment to the entire story. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Stay tuned for my review of the final season of Lower Decks. Oh no, Lower Decks is leaving, and I am so sad. I love that show so much. It's so good. It's such perfect Trek, and making fun of Trek and being amazing Star Trek. Also, coming up next week, I believe, will be my review of The Penguin, because season 1 is wrapping up this week, and it's good. I don't know how they're going to end it off, but right now it's really good. And Colin Farrell is a brilliant Penguin, and yes, he's my favorite already. I don't know how they're going to end it, but that's the case. And I was going to go see Venom: The Last Dance, but to be honest, I didn't see the first 2 Venoms. That's not true. I saw the first Venom. I didn't see Let There Be Carnage. And I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and one of my favorite comic books is Maximum Carnage from the 90s. But something about the Venom isn't resonating with me. I might go see it and might do a review of it, and I might not. I have yet to decide. I'm still on the fence about that, but we will see. Like and subscribe if you like this content. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. Thanks for coming with me on this journey. Until I see you next time from the woods, peace, love, live long and prosper. And I mean it.